Hey everybody, it's me again, bringing it to you live from beautiful Jerusalem. Today is the day that we remember the 6 million Jews killed at the Holocaust. In a couple of more minutes there's going to be a really strong siren. Whoever's sitting is about to stand up, whoever's walking is just going to stand still. The whole country stops for a whole minute to remember the 6 million Jews who were murdered. Always brings a tear to my eye. Every year we go through the same thing. Every year there's a siren for 2 minutes. Every year the whole country just stops and pauses. Whether you're in your car, whether you're on a bus, whether you're in the middle of work, walking down the street, eating your breakfast. You take 2 minutes out of your day to remember the 6 million Jews that were murdered by the evil Nazis in World War II. Next week, there's going to be yet another siren for an additional 2 minutes, which again, the whole country stops, pauses, gives respect to all of the soldiers that died protecting this country. Everyone, I think, in Israel has a friend, a brother, some kind of family member, someone he knows that has died as a result of a terror attack, a war, or just died in the middle of his service in the army. It's a national thing. Everyone's affected. And the reason I'm making this video is to try to explain to all of those who think that Israel, the far right in Israel, or the Israelis that are for war and, all for going into Gaza and, ruling Israel with an iron fist. You got to understand that, and not in the so far past, they killed 6 million of us for no reason. I think today, especially after, if you've seen my last video, I think today is very, very relevant and very important due to, the the things said by the Labour Party, anti-Semitism all over the world, the situation in Europe where more and more Jews are migrating to Israel just because they're Jewish. They don't feel safe. They don't feel at home. I'm talking about Germany. I'm talking about France. I have an aunt in Germany, in Berlin, who's moving back to Israel because she doesn't feel safe anymore. I know a couple of people whose family members are migrating, are making aliyah from France because they don't feel safe anymore. Israel is our only home, the only place that we can truly feel safe. As crappy as it is here, and we're going to have to work hard at it. It's important to understand it's really important to understand what's behind our reasons for the situation here in Israel. We're in trauma. The Jewish people are in trauma. Every right-winger uses the same excuse, always bringing up the Holocaust, saying that never again. About 70 years ago, they led us to slaughterhouses, and now no one can touch us. We have the strongest military in the world. Never again will they eradicate the Jewish people. Never again will they harm us. Never again will they kill us. Never again will Jewish blood, innocent blood, be shed. And that's something important to understand, that we're still in trauma. The Israeli people are still in trauma. The Jewish people are still in trauma. We're in trauma. We're the most smallest religion in the world, from the big three. We're afraid, and I don't think anyone can blame us. I mean, the Paris attacks. One of the terrorists came into a kosher supermarket, not by accident. Now, I'm not saying we're the only ones. We're the only ones. Suffering from this whole ISIS situation. But if we didn't have a country of our own, I don't know what we would do. Times are changing. Times are certainly changing. In America, they're doing pretty fine, but they still don't feel at home. They're still a minority. There's still a lot of racism going back over there. Europe is lost. Europe is a lost cause right now. No reason to go live there, especially in countries like France. I'm not talking about all of France. Obviously, I'm not. I'm pretty sure there are a couple of. There are a few Jews in France that feel safe and don't want to go anywhere. Yeah, I know that. But still, the situation in the world is frightening. And I think due to the situation, the migrant situation, and the terrorist situation, and the whole world, the whole situation where the world is in, I think it's fair to say that Israel is keeping the peace here. We are keeping our culture alive. We're doing something right. Obviously, not everything is right. Obviously, there's some wrongs. Obviously, there's still a lot to work on. But the Holocaust is a reminder that there is no other place in the world for Jews. A friend a couple of weeks ago told me that it's funny to think about it, but if you go to a really big parade or a really crowded area here in Israel, no matter where, you would never need to feel like someone's about to pickpocket you. You know what I mean? You're never going to have to feel that feeling where you're scared that, that something's bad's going to happen to you. And I'm talking about criminal actions. I'm not talking about terror, obviously. But you can walk around the streets here in Israel. It doesn't matter which city. It could be Jerusalem. It could be Tel Aviv. It could be anywhere. And not feel afraid, not feel scared, not feel like, like you're risking your life if you're walking around outside at 3 a.m. And I thought about that, and he's right. I've been around the world, and every crowded place, you have to put your wallet, in your pants or in your socks or somewhere, and you have these special bags, whatever, with zippers and locks. Here, you don't need that, and I find that fascinating. I find that kind of nice. I find that kind of beautiful. You can just walk around and not be afraid that. Obviously, there are situations where it happens, obviously, but basically, you don't feel scared. You can walk around here at 3 a.m. and there'll probably be a drunk here or drunk there, but not anything life threatening. And I find that beautiful. So anyway, it was important for me to record this video for you guys. Every year, 2 minutes for the Holocaust victims, for those killed by terrorist attacks and soldiers that were killed in action. I think it's a beautiful gesture. I'm proud. I'm proud to be in a country where you can take 2 minutes out of your time to just remember and give respect. So yeah, that's it. Hope you liked this video. Like if you did. Subscribe for upcoming videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.